Good morning. It's December 16th, 2019, and we're starting another live stream. Office development, JavaScript development with Office, Word and Excel. Today we're still extending the Word client. It's the last week before Christmas week, so let's quickly begin. Good morning, and we're back on December 16th. Let's quickly move over to the code window. Let's see where we left off last week. I think Thursday was the last week for Office development. That reminds me we need to adjust the schedule for this week. Let's do that first. Let's find the window for that. Twitch. Twitch.tv and go to my channel. There's the schedule. Edit the panels and configure. Let's see, today is Monday, that's still on. We're live now, so that's right. Tuesday is, I think, is right. Wednesday won't be streaming day because we have our Christmas party at Wednesday. So Wednesday is off this week. Thursday 6:45 and Friday also 6:45 this week. So no .NET or Blazor session in the evening this week. Okay, save the settings, close it, and put the channels back, the panels back. Let's check the schedule for today. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, 6:45 a.m. in the morning, Europe time. That's about 10 a.m., 10 p.m. Well, 9:45 PST and 12:45 midnight Eastern time. Not the best time if you're Eastern from the United States, but I have to pick a time somewhere before my work. And for now, that's it. Maybe I shift something in the evening later on, but at this time, it's my preferred slot. As it's just a couple of hours before my work. And let's go. Oh, that's not the right command. That's the right command. Go to the data projects. And what did we call it? Twitch demo add-in. Twitch demo add-in. Code. That's the one. And then we have the other one that I use as an example. Welcome to the stream. Good morning or good afternoon, good evening if you're in the United States. Pick another project. The one that I use as an example for this one. Code. What we're doing today is extending the Office add-in with some React components, just to see if it works. And then later on we will put some real extensions in there. I'm not quite awake yet, So help me get awake. Interact with me with the chat room. This is my plural site thingy. And get to the original project, the one that we checked into GitHub last week. Let's see, I think there were some errors in here. Or did we get it to work yet? I think we missed a link item. This one. Is that working now? It is, I think. Let's run it. Console tick. npm start. And the node window is quite big again. Oh, darn it. Where is it? Let's resize it. Try to resize it without closing it. Kicks in Word. See if the add-in is also kicked in. And it is. I think we changed some text in here last Thursday. Get started with your Twitch demo add-in. Your Twitch demo add-in loaded successfully. Go to the live coding tab. We changed that as well. Click the task pane button to get started. Got it. See if the node server is running. Yes, it is. So click the task pane button. And why is this annoying yellow thing in there? Office 365 Pro Tips. Share Office. Share your Office subscription with up to 5 people. Each person gets their own Office apps and 1 terabyte OneDrive storage. OneDrive cloud storage, I should say. Let's click that away. Task pane. Twitch demo add-in. And it's not showing a thing now. Reload. There's nothing. And why is there nothing? We should be able to, I think, connect a debugger to this. Let's see if it's fixed already with the add-in itself. It's not. Oh. Okay. Yeah, attach debugger thing. Oh, that's the one that's in ScriptLab, I think. That's there. But try to find the edge debug. Debug. Oh. I wonder what the name was of that thing. I think it's this one. Microsoft Edge DevTools Preview. Yeah. Attach. I wonder if what's this? Console. The above error occurred in context consumer component in link, div, app and app container. Oh yeah, that's what we did last time, I think. Hot reload misconfiguration detected. Using production version in a non-production environment. Yeah, but that's true. I'm developing it. Hot module replacement is not enabled. Why not? Misconfigure detection using production version in a non-production environment. Hot module rebracing twice. Invariant failed. You should not use link outside a router. That's interesting. You should not use a link outside router. Google. I now have this link button on the page. Const router. I'm assuming you are using React Router v4 as you use the same in the original sandbox link. You are rendering the main component in the call React DOM render. That renders a link and main component is outside of router. That's why it's throwing an error. Yes, and that's because this one. Check this working example with each of the changes. There's a browser router and I think I missed the browser router on the app. That should be on this one. And here I guess there's a render. There's a render. There's the link. But it's starting in, I think, in index, like this one. App container. Render app. Render app. So my guess, this one should have a browser router around it. Browser router. Oh, that's different. KD, no. What's the format document again? Always forget the format folder. Format document Visual Studio Code. Shift Alt F. No, that's on the Mac. Control K, Control F. Shift, Control Shift I. Control Shift I. No. Shift Alt F. Shift Alt F. Configure prettier. Shift Alt F. No. Control A. Shift Alt F. Not working. Still browser router is not recognized. Why is this document get element by ID in there? Comma expected, yes. Like this. Try to reload. Well, it is there. Only thing, the about page is not in here, I think. So my link is not working. Let's see. That must be on the app. This one. Link to about. And the about page is not yet. It's not yet a React component. So let's have a look at the other one. Well, let's bring in a header page first. That means adding components folder. There is already, oh, this is the other one. Component, whoa, wait. Components, common. This is the demo, and this is the header function. And this brings in the navigation items. Components, common. Add a new folder. Common. This should be TypeScript. What if I put this in new file, header.typescript. Ctrl A, Ctrl copy. And now, because this is TypeScript, this doesn't work. We need to change that over to something like this. Import star as React from React. And why is it not working like this? React is declared, but its value is never read. Yeah, that's true. The question is it needed here? What if I just remove it? Navlink? Nav is by something else. It's from Bootstrap, I think. This one. JSX is intrinsic elements. React. Detailed HTML props. Let's remove this all for now. See what's doing. Active style. I don't care about that. Put in, oh wait. Copy. Oops. Copy this over. It's not used, and that's not a problem, but this should return some sort of a div. is div not allowed. It's just HTML, isn't it? Let's check the other one. This is JS. Google React TypeScript. Functional component. Is it the functional component? It is. Active style is never used. Yeah, true. Function, welcome props, and we don't have properties in here. Return age, well, let's see if that's working. Okay, we don't have this one. Still. What's this? Unreachable code. Why is this unreachable then? Let's see. The simplest code to minimum stateless component is the above code can be replaced by a arrow function combined TypeScript. Import star as React from React. That's this one. Interface welcome props name string const welcome React. So add an interface definition to SFC. What's SFC? Stateless functional component. What if we do this? Why is this not allowed? Google cannot find name div ts 2304 no 1005 1005. TypeScript isn't expecting to see JSX in your TypeScript files. The easiest way to resolve is to rename your TypeScript to TypeScript Extended. Okay. I also have this one. Okay. So I should bring it in here. Total title logo message. So this should be renamed TypeScript, and that's it. That solved it. How easy can it be if you just rename it to TSX? Now there's an issue. nav links not used, unused. Now get back to the PS Flux and bring in the navigation again. Copy. Save. There's the home link, courses, but we don't have courses anymore, and about. Well, just for kicks, let's see if it works. No, we have to bring in the header there. In here there's a header. I should expect a header somewhere. I think it's in the app. Is there a header in here? It is. They bring it in the header. So in our new app we should move this to here. Bring in the header. Copy. And the header is not declared, that's true. Because in here the header is declared. But I have a different one. Header from components. Make it common. Common header. Like this. So this should bring in some header information from the common component, this one. And obviously we don't have a logo there yet. And we don't have a title. And we don't have a message. Like this. We'll run this over to the main page message. But first let's see if we can get some navigation in there. Close word. Oh, it's already in there. Wait, cancel. There's the header already. Home, courses and about. Obviously the link don't work yet. So let's check the other header in here. Because we have a thingy in there, header properties. Copy. Move that over to the other header. Just below the declarations. And at this time we just want the title to be in here. Yeah. Then we have the properties. And title is the only one. And the message is that it's unused right now. So let's use this. Where's the title? Let's look for the title in here. Ctrl F3. There is the title. And there's another title, title. Let's look at the about thing. There's the title. it's part of the, should say, I think this one is message. Message is about. Is that true? Where is the title in here? Title, yeah, message, title. Title should be saying something like about, is my guess. Title. What title they get title from? The other one. This is app about. Getting it from this one, I think. And this one, title. Component title is title. Where's the about? Let's try to find this in about. About this one, title about. That's the header information. Should expect the word about somewhere in one of these items. This one? No. Component. So the index about brings in the app container, and the app container is the app. But app in this case is app about. Where's app about? This is app about. That brings in a title and initialized. But there should also be a header in here. Where's the header? Here's the header. And the message is just about, so that's the one below. So the title is this prop title. What's happening with the title? With the header? That's in the alt of the image. So let's go to Word. Click on the about one, then we have, if we hover over the icon, there's a title and there's a big message. So instead of putting the title in the alt of the icon, let's do this different, because that's this one. Copy. Go back to the other header. And make it a starter option. Do we start with the message or do we start with the navigation? So let's make this title. Now the red squigglies. Left side of comma operator is unused. Yes, because we're not allowed to bring in more than one root item, is what I think. And this is done over here by bringing in the section. Copy. This outside in navigation. Also, what I found is this one, the header, is that terminated? Yes, it's terminated. Title. Why is the title? Did you mean title with small? Yes. That means if you bring in the title in here somewhere, like in the app, I think this one, header title equals to title should be something like this one, title equals to main page, that's this one. Why is there squiggly around header? Alias function header, import header, type title string is not assignable type to intrinsic attribute. Property title does not exist on the type. Oh, okay, let's go to the type again. What it is. So why is this not working then? Property title does not exist on type intrinsic attributes. Copy. Must be a TypeScript thingy again. Components have only one parameter, which is props. Therefore, function should look like something like this. Okay. The type is trying to match properties with the first parameter in your function. Oh. That's so interesting. This, let's see. Oh. Function my card props like this one, header. So the question is, why is this not working for TypeScript? Let's see. Const title, that's exactly the same. Header props title string. And how is this called from, I think this one. Title, oh, okay. What? This props title? No, that should be okay. Message. Title. This one is title. And how is this one mapped into the app? This one. Const title. Let's see, we have a const title in here and we move it into the app like this one. And we have a header in there. I think this is a collision with this one. Title equals to title. Still complaining. Because if you look at this one, this has some header in here. This props, oh, this props title, wait. This what? Come on. This props title. Still, it doesn't accept it. So what's the difference? There really is no difference between the one and the other. I should think. Type title string is not assignable to type intrinsic attributes. Google. I'm currently making a simple React index term string. That's probably not allowed. Is that the one? Yeah, term. Try to fix it by modifying my tsconfig JSON, and the answer to this is nothing. Render. I solved a lot of not assignable types to intrinsic just by declaring an object that is passed entirely to the component. With the original post example, instead of using term, use ... search bar prompts. Search bar props. Doesn't sound right. The problem is here not with the TS lint setting. The problem here is not with your TS lint setting. Look at the following snippet. Interface search bar state something number. In the class search bar extends React component. Denote the type of expected props. You must give prop types and state type when you use TypeScript. Yeah. You can avoid giving types by using keyword any, but I highly suggest you not to follow this evil path. Good morning, by the way. Welcome to the chat. I'm trying to implement some TypeScript here in the Office extension. Must give prop types and state blah blah blah. The evil path if you truly want to take advantage of using TypeScript in case it seems that you haven't specified a type of state and used it. But it's not state in this thing. I think it's just a property, not state. Oh, in this case it's a state. Mr. Majorman, I don't mean to interrupt, but do you know if it's possible to auto-post a comment on a YouTube video? I don't think so. Why would you want to auto-post a comment? So you can spam the YouTube channel? Or always mention what a great channel this is. Seems specifically an item on YouTube that is potentially blocked because that's a risk of being spammed. Don't you agree? Where were we? Where was the comment? This was the question. This was one of the answers. This one. In interface, search bar props, optional argument becomes an optional argument as we add a question mark in front of it. Search bar term equals to some term. Won't show any error even if you don't pass optional argument explicitly. You have a member called term defined on prop interface of your app class, but you're not providing a value when you create your app element. But I'm trying to add a value, so that's not true. I also face the same problem. Add the below code to work with TSX term. In this case, make it nullable. I don't know the exact reason. So what if I make it nullable? I've been trying some things, but I can't get it to work. A large YouTuber is offer 1K for his first 10 comments. Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. Because if you push it in, then yeah, it's some sort of spamming, if I should say. It's not for a reason that he's paying for that. Let's see, the header is in here. So what they actually say is make this nullable, optional, I should say. Nullable is more something like .NET. And is it now fixed then? Go to the index. Index is adding a component with a title. The title is Twitch Demo Task Pane add-in. And that moves into app. And this one still mentioning that there's an issue in here. Maybe this type should also be nullable or optional. And still in there. How easy can it be? What if I just remove it? Don't put in the title at all. That's fixed. That's kind of strange, because which one the header is in here? I have the header from common, that's this one. And I was expecting to have something like this in here, header props. That's by convention, if you ask me. And now it's most likely failing. Oh, it's still working. Let's see what Word is doing in here. It failed. And the reason for this to be failing, I think, is because it's now missing the title option. So if I make this, change it back again to optional, now there is no title in here. Let's try to attach the debugger again. Is it still in there? Unable to get props. Yeah. Let's clear this. Can we clear the logs? Yeah. Make a change in here, because now this header is expecting a title in there, and it's putting it in here even though there is no title anymore. Save. And now what's the error? Task pane header, model part failed, and expected token. Data projects, common header TSX error in data 14.2 identifier expected on line 14.2. 14, yeah. Oh. So why is this not allowed anymore in here? Oh. So if I take this one completely out, Now the title is declared but never read. Yeah. Save. Still not in there. Section, let's put a div in here. Title. Something like this, maybe. There it is. Unable to get property props of undefined or null reference. Yes, that's there. That's this one because I'm not providing any properties at this time. App. Title equals to something. Now we are back to the issue. It's not assignable type. You have to bring the problem down to the size of one file using TypeScript. That's not solved, I think. Unable to pass props from parent without complaining. Workaround is to cast a component with the appropriate props. Out just starting using TypeScript in the existing React project and keep running up against this kind of nonsense. TypeScript when it is declarative, but it's ridiculous the number of complex workarounds I need to get past. When I use partial in the IV dependent phase, something blah blah. Another workaround I found to pass a merge props function as the third param to connect. Get a similar arrow when passing arrow to the provider. When current TypeScript, I get similar problem when try to use React Create Context API inject insert the props in other component class. Here's the code. Blah blah blah. Another workaround is I found to pass merge props. Update. The error report by the original post no longer occurs. It was fixed as part of a broader read-only mapped type. Assignable fixes. But for anyone still looking for this thread, the code is in the original post. It's a little out of date. Connect needs force parameter to be correctly typed. State. Not related, I think. What's the TypeScript error? 2322. That's this one. Only your Jumbo Books is actually being used as a route component, being passed as a route component Jumbo Books, so you automatically receive a match prop as descendants of the Jumbo Books. You want to have access to match, you have to pass in like a normal alt prop. This props match. Search books. Component props. So what it's saying is something like maybe it's a naming issue. Let's make this message. Oh. Message. Message. Is this a reason? Because it's only one message. One property. Like this. Ooh, not working. Why is this not allowed? If we do exactly the same thing as this one, let's try this. Copy and putting this in. Having the same issue already. If I go to this one and this one, header props, now have some other items in there, put it into the common one. Still complaining. Type logo string title is not assignable to intrinsic. What? What? What's the difference between this one and this one then? Only is difference is this one, React from React, and this one. Let's see if this is also header props. Oh wait, this one has export default class extends component header props, and this one doesn't. Okay. Because this one is a function. So how to bring in properties React function props. That should be props. Yes, that's probably the issue. So this should get props in here. But props is not, is declared but never read. Oops, excuse me. Where is it? Props in there. And this is called props, it's not this props. Like this. Is that it? I think so. So let's move this back to message again. Well, let's make this title. Equals to, oops, this props title. Let's change the title back to non-optional. So the differences between this one and the other one is that this one is app TSX is going into the header function on the common TSX. And this says props in there. Props implicitly has any type, but better invert from usage. Function and TypeScript props export interface answer import function my function from actions. This is a class. Best practices for using TypeScript with React. Finding definitions, compile time validation, export interface, counter display props, value, number, string, extends, counter display props. But this is a class. Components as classes or functions. Stateless function component. Props B. So how do I say that for a function the type of the properties is actually something like this, header props. Props, that should be like this, header props maybe. Copy. Like this. Save. And accept it. I'm such a TypeScript wizard. Really. And let's see if it's working. It has something in there, something gray, but no title yet. And then we've, oh, this one. What's wrong now? Type string. Type title string is missing the following properties from type, logo and message. Oh, okay. I don't have a logo and don't have a message in there. This one. So that should be optional. And that should be optional. No, message not optional because I'm using message. Also, I had to put the question mark in front of the column. Is it still not right? Title, this should be message. No, that's not right. I should make this title and change this one to optional. And I always need a title. Now everything is orange. Active style is orange. So why is there no title in here? Because title, what's in the title in here? Title. On index. This is title. Did I use it yet? Oh, really? Title. And why is it now squiggly? This should be message. But this would be title. Let's change it all over. Title. And make this title again. Like this. Save. And why don't we see the title yet? Oh, we do see the title. This is the title. And pick up the formatting from this one. Like this. Copy. fancy this up a little bit. Should not be message, but it should be title. Oh. Save. Now I'll go to Word, and now it's failing. Why is it failing? Oh yeah, just too big. Let's change this into this one, Twitch demo. Like this, save. Wait for it to compile. There we go, compile successfully. Twitch demo, yes. So why is there this big header in front of it? This one. Welcome header. Wow. What a noise downstairs. People are waking up. Click on the about. Yeah, there's an icon in front of there. Class name, welcome header. What if we just take the welcome header out? Save. Okay. So let's find where can find the welcome header. In there, TSX, CSS in here. Padding top, that's a bit much. Let's put it 20. Save. Yeah, that's better. Let's do this top thingy like 10 maybe. And bottom 10. Save. Yeah, that's better. Still a bit much. Oh, wait. 5. Save. Nice. Okay. So we actually brought in our header today, and what we also did is pass by the parameters. Let's go to the main screen. We have to wrap up the stream for now. I think we slowly made some progress there by passing in some parameter to the React component, a stateless function, I should say. Well, it's a big light. Also, we changed the header over to a component, including navigation, like the React routing component. Tomorrow we will have a look at the routing and see if we can trigger some new pages into the add-in. So for now, thanks for watching. Let's kill the music and make sure that we put in the end video, and see you tomorrow morning, 6:45 a.m. Europe time, 9:45 Pacific, and 12:45 a.m. in East Coast. Thanks for watching, and more Office development tomorrow morning. Bye bye.